that's dope that you're able to still be out there touching people. And, like I said, because it's something that's longevity. Like people want the fast, like reaction, the fast money, the fast. And it's
Yeah,
like when you got the style of music you have and the message that you're giving, it's like it's a long game.
it really is.
And you've been doing this a long time. And
Yes.
now it's starting, your buds are coming out, the
Yes.
flower, and you
Yeah.
blossoming. And or you would say you're coming out of your cocoon and but you flying right now.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah. I've been learning that. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? And that's been, I think, the challenging part. Because, it's certain things that the old me would want to do,
Hmm.
and I can't do it no more. So it's discouraging a little bit because I understand, like, okay, this really ain't going, that's not an alignment for me. That's not going to help me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to just give more context, like where I'm at now, I understand, like, I have a purpose with my music. I got a responsibility with my music. I don't have to necessarily have to, go club hopping like I used to anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's okay. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Club hopping, and not disrespecting that, but that's like, it's sometimes when I look in deep to, just the game. I study the music. I love music.
Hmm.
But like a lot of that has a time on it, like a timer on your music. And I don't
Yeah.
want a timer on my music
Hmm.
at all. So, and I'm gonna still give you some club rockers, but like the type of art that I'm trying to give and deliver to the world is like very creative.
Yeah.
So I can't limit myself and try to compare and contrast,
Hmm.
with what other people got going on and what type of emotion they got going on, which has been a new thing for me, because I had to take a real big step back from like social media a lot in
Hmm.
this space of like really evolving, because like I had so many people in a mindset of survival mode as far as artists and friends, people that I used to do work with a lot, and it was just like a comparison because you're so stuck in a bubble, and
Mm.
you put that bubble on me, and I end up being in that bubble with you,
Right.
and now I'm, I just started having a local mindset,
Hmm.
and I think we all should have global mindsets, no matter who you are. If you a entrepreneur, you got a business and you a baker, I see a lot of people out there, selling brownies and, them cakes, man. You can
Yeah.
go make you a business and people will really support it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You just got to believe that hard, get out that bubble. So
Hmm.
it's been hard for me to really just be able to like step on it, but it came with a lot of gifts this year. So I'm
Yeah.
thankful. I'm thankful for that.
No, and that's dope. And I think like when you're out in these different cities too, and you're performing in front of people you've never seen before, and they're singing your music. Like,
Yeah.
how does that feel when you're giving them your energy and they're responding the way like you would want them to respond? Because a lot of people go places and they
Yeah.
won't get that reaction physically.
I love that question. It feels really good, period. You know what I mean? It feels good to be embraced. Every show I've been embraced the right way. I remember opening up for like the baby. And I actually went on tour with JID before he blew up.
That's
Shout out to
fine.
Busy for giving me that opportunity, and DJ Money Green early on when I was 18. Me and DJ Malik.
That's fine.
Only 3 people showed up to
Yeah.
all our shows in New Orleans, and I'm trying to get to what I was going to say, but I
Hmm.
didn't understand then like the grind that you have to be an artist.
Right.
And what I learned now, I want to go to rooms that's going to already have my name on it and that's going to accept me, like versus going into rooms that like, yeah, I can go perform for da 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 or da da da, but are they fans really going to translate with me? I'm going to rooms
Mm.
that are waiting for me to be there
Right.
and able to create a fan base. But also, I gotta give credit to people that's in different cities that's sharing my music
Yeah.
and able to tell other people you should be a fan of this because they're creating the same thing that I got back home in other cities.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing about this independent race. Is just having faith. Like, okay, I done did it here. I could do it elsewhere. And honestly, bro, when I tell you, like Atlanta, the first day I was looking up and we got like it's a big experience. Like in different corners, we got massage healing and
Yeah.
we got all this different crazy stuff that's
Yeah.
just parts of me in
Uh-huh.
this space, and it's just a human butterfly experience. And then you see me perform, and you see people like really just getting emotional, but feeling relaxed, relieved, and telling me they story, they testimony, but also pouring into me like, nah, you gonna change the world. We believe in you. Hearing it from another city as an artist for you, I done been out of town for many different tours, but this for me as an independent artist just showed me my power. Like, yo, you carrying a lot of people with you on this journey. And man, it's just, I'm grateful. I'm grateful, but
all right, y'all, listen. Today's episode is brought to you by Home, helping our music evolve. Listen, do you make music? Are you looking for a place where you can perfect your sound, learn about the biz, and get heard by industry professionals? Listen, man, ever dream of having your own pro studio space where you can create anytime you want, 24/7, without breaking the bank? Listen, if so, you can check out Home, helping our music evolve. It's Nashville's only 24/7 music hub, and it's a game-changing opportunity for you to grow your career alongside other ambitious and talented homies. Join Home today to gain access to beautiful, state-of-the-art studios, rehearsal space, co-working, and recreation areas, man. Listen, this is where we do our podcast, and it is perfect. But listen, y'all, it's not just about the space. Home membership comes packed with perks, not them ones you be on. But listen, you'll get access to monthly pitch sessions. These are incredible opportunities to get heard by who? Top music industry executives from labels, publishers, management, booking, and sync agencies. This is so important, y'all. Plus, you'll get support and feedback from high-level producers who know exactly how to polish your sound to perfection. And if you're not in Nashville, it's cool. My people out in Allentown, people in Pennsylvania, listen, it's cool. You can still attend pitch and feedback sessions, mentoring meetings, and exclusive workshops through Home's online platform. So listen, today, do yourself a favor, y'all. Go to homeformusic.org to learn more about how you can become a member of this vibrant community, man. That's homeformusic.org. Become a homie, and let's take over the industry together. Now back to the episode.
Understand how I gotta move now. I can't be moving. One of the big reasons, I know a lot of people keep asking why did I step out of the Rick Ross show. It was nothing bad on business, guys. I'm gonna just say that, it was more so an alignment thing. And honestly, I gotta know my worth. If you ever been to a 2'Live Bree show, you know what type of show you're gonna get. You're gonna get something that's really different, but really dope.
Yeah.
And it's never about the money, but if somebody's not going to pay me what my fans are willing to pay me to get on the stage and give you that real experience, it's not worth doing, because the people that support me, they paying my bills.
Right.
So I get up there and I perform something that's on a low vibrational thing. Would they ever come back to a 2'Live Bree show again, especially if they seen me for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in that space of, I'm butterflying into this, I don't want to say it in an ego way, like a global file artist, but like I'm trying to expand to touch other people.
Yeah.
And I
to give a better show.
And
too.
give a better show.
Yeah.
So I have to have discipline enough to know my worth to say, hey, this may not be the opportunity for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing that for many artists that's after me too. Because like a lot of us see an opportunity and think it's an opportunity, but really it's not. It's a loss. And I have to walk in there and I have to educate and tell. So I love Rick Ross, and I ain't into the Drake and Kendrick beef. I love that what's going on too. But I just feel like I need to say that too, just because I know, people just don't know why things are.
Yeah. No, and it's crazy. I was going to bring that up, but I didn't know. I didn't want to so I'm glad you said it.
Yeah.
So, but when I've seen you dropped out of it, I thought okay, 2'Live Bree opening for Rick Ross, it kind of don't fit vibrational wise, anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe he just backed out because it don't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's on the business end too.
Same. I mean, for a festival, yeah.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
We got to get that festival type of energy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I hope future promoters here and things like that, we have to give quality shows, as, hip hop artists from Nashville, around the world. I done been to New York. I don't believe these things are local problems.
Yeah.
I feel like these are just problems, for community. Hip hop hasn't, on a high level, when you get money, it's easy to make a community.
Right.
But back in the day, we was trusting in somebody's community when they was on a low level, and then we came up together. So I feel like hip hop, I'm trying to create where we got that healthy community. That's why you see me in the streets. Shout out to my boy in New York, Slugger. I want to shout you out on this podcast because he trusted me to come in his community, take me to the studio. You know what I'm saying? And that was my first time in New York.
Okay.
Same the Deuces in Cincinnati. You know, these are the type of people that I got relationships with off the top of the head that are leaders in their community, but they understand the mission. Like
Right.
we watching each other move and shake it around the world, but we coming up at the same time. And next thing you know, you're gonna see us on the Grammys. You like, bro, but they knew each other when they was down bad.
Bro, yes.
But like I'm trying to get everybody in that mindset of just like it's a real community. Let's try to make the egos to the side. It's hard to take your ego and pride off when you're in the same city, of course. But like picture if we could just embrace each other and be a good community to each other as hip hop artists. It really can change what hip hop look like for real.
And that comes with also like just understanding that, bro, if we do the same thing, like you don't have to feel like, oh, like what you doing is like, oh, I should be doing that. Like it's like look at his inspiration instead of like trying to like hate on someone or say like you should be in a position like you probably ain't put the work in that, you know what I'm saying? We only see the highlight reels on Instagram.
Yeah.
So like the work that you put in behind that, like people don't see that shit.
They don't. And that's why I try to make it my principle, like for real, I try to make it real where I'm giving information in whatever room I can to help the next person, because we can't give all the information on these podcasts. Right. You know what I'm saying? I try to be intentional on which podcast I go to just to, people could watch it and really get the information. But it's like, man, it's a challenging job in this creative space, in the mental health space, and people don't want to talk about it, but it's the truth. It's like the people that you supporting on social media, most of the time they in the comparison space.
Yep.
They are hurting, and like I try to, what I'm trying to do and what I'm standing for is trying to take that away so creatives can really be free. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about really free, not financial free. I'm talking about free to be creative. So my end goal, I'm thankful for God blessing me, sold out shows and being on TVs and movies and around the world. But like I want to build a community center, like for creators to have like that freedom space. And that's my legacy. Like I'm trying to build it up to that type of thing where it's just like we're podcasts, video, movies, like giving opportunities for people to actually get on movies, get in movies. That's actors here, and BTV already supporting me doing that. We done got Black America on Tubi.
Yeah,
like,
man.
That's something that really happened in Nashville. Like one of the first movies to get that opportunity, and also get pitched to other places. And we got more movies that's doing that too. And like I'm behind the scenes trying to make stuff like that happen always. So like my end goal is just to have a spot here where kids or adults have dreams. They could come there, and next thing you know, you got an opportunity that you may meet somebody or know somebody or collab with somebody that's really out here doing it. So I hope that even without me, people embrace that same mindset. I know I'm talking a lot, I'm preaching on that. But
no, listen, it's better for me because like that's what we want. Like as podcasters is for for you to be able to be long-winded with what you're saying, because you know what I'm saying, that helps me.
I ain't done a podcast in a minute, so I'm out here spilling everything.
When I do this shit and I'm in the other seat, I don't shut the fuck up. I was on somebody's podcast for like an hour and a half just rambling.
Going crazy. I need to say some shit.
Right.
Yeah. But it's therapy.
But what you're saying is stuff that needs to be heard though. You're not just in here saying shit.
That's real. That's real. Yeah, I'm just trying to let my intention be out, because I know it's confusing sometimes, because you see me as a human being operating out of ego picture. But like me, I'm the most not ego person. Yeah. Like, and I'm an introvert in real life, y'all. Like all the people that's around me knows that. So it's just like, I promise, like it's no ill will with what you seeing I'm doing. The higher I go, the bigger I go. I'm not gonna forget my intention. So I just hope that it's translating even when I'm not in the rooms. Right. No,
and it is, and wherever we're at, and your name is brought up or anything, it's always love. Like people speaking good things about you.
That's love.
And I wanted to ask you too. I don't think I ever asked you, how did you meet Brandon with BTV and all that? How did that happen?
That's love. B, man. Shout out to B, bro. Like he Chris Kenny, I want to give him his credit. He actually gave me the assist, and it's crazy that he gave me the assist and just dropped away. Like he went to go be a workout trainer somewhere.
That's hilarious.
But like that's crazy. But he introduced me to Brandon. we was in Kentucky and they were shooting like the pilot of Sean. They had another judge named I don't want to jack up his name, but he was dope. And I was just out there being young and at the time faking it till you make it with them. At the time, and they was operating on small little cameras, saying they're gonna shoot a reality show, but they were having success with it because people in their community had like culture around it. Like people really was. They was basically doing TV shows out in Kentucky, and people really were popping up. People were really showing up, auditioning.
Yeah.
The second year, he followed me there. I was there just to be a fly on the wall, to be real.
Yeah.
That first year. He followed me from there. He was watching what I was doing. He was like, oh, this dude got something special going on. Next year, he calls me to be a real judge on there, which was crazy because I was young. I'm 19. He seen it. He like, nah, you gonna be a judge on this show.
That's
like,
crazy.
I see you. I see what you're doing. Gave me that opportunity. I ran with it. Up the score, like his viewership went crazy.
Wow.
He started letting me like low key produce too because I always before music I was like writing movies. I didn't think I was gonna do rap. It was just like my story started rhyming. So but literally I always wanted to do film. All my music videos are like I do a lot of creative direction with it. So he trusted me with that opportunity, and we just created a real friendship, brotherhood. It was times where now he's so successful. Like he's working on projects with what's the man that is in Creed? I don't want to jack his name right now. Brandon.
Creed.
Creed.
Dude,
everybody.
the one that gets all the bitches.
Yes, him.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, and he's working with everybody right now. He's working on major projects. That's all I can say. I'm not good with names just because like I don't operate in that mindset, but. He's working on major movies and film, like got a big studio. Like I done toured it 3 times, and I'm a part of the culture. They got me on the wall there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, in LA. So that just embraced me, you know what I'm saying, to the fullest as a hip hop artist from here. But appreciating my impact to his career too. Like he ain't got to do that, and he did, and he's still keeping me involved. He just signed Miss Juicy and a lot of other talent that's dope. I can't really talk too much about it because I got NDA, but like I just remember us struggling. I ain't gonna say struggling because you don't understand the struggle till you out of it. You know what I mean? At the time we was just doing our dreams, but like we was really just out there in the communities. Like, hey, we got a show. Like, rock with it. He came from American Idol. I came from Rhythm and Flow. Ashton came from American Idol. You know what I'm saying? We like, all right, we gonna get them the real truth through our stuff. You know what I'm saying? Show people like reverse table because it's a lot of people that get fame from them TV shows, but flipped it. But it's rare that people make businesses and be successful after the shows. You gotta peep what's going on and peep struggles. So we came together and made it happen, and it's crazy. Like I can't lie to you to see this man Brandon doing what he doing and where we came from. Like that's all I can say. Like.
It's a blessing to see things like when you watering something. It's like when you water in a garden, you finally see like the apples growing off it. Like it's crazy that
it's crazy.
Like to be in a position and still like have the relationship because relationships go bad after a while for some reason.
Because I go down there, I go to his office and give him a hard time because everybody's serious. They don't do dates, all that. I go down there and turn it up, and like, how do you know this Brandon? Because it's different. But he got his boss mode, and he appreciate me too. Like stuff I done built as an artist scene. When I was struggling, I was signing up crazy people, and I was working crazy. I was sleeping in a studio millions of nights. You know what I'm saying? And like he's seen it all, so he's somebody that I could look at and be like, hey, bro, give me a check in the mirror if I'm doing something right. And he be like, bro, you really doing it. You moving and shaking. I'm proud of you. And that proud of you was a little different from a proud of you that's less like surface level. You know what I'm saying? So
that's hard.
He's one of my guys that I really swing that motivation through. Like, all right, bro, like let me go out to LA, see what you working on behind the scenes out there, come back to the Ville and refocus.
And when you say like you were in like a deal, do you feel like the deal that you were in that you're talking about, do you feel like that like changed your life in a way where you're like independence more like?
I can speak more on it. It was I did a production deal right out of high school, which I kind of regret a little bit. Not on the tip of what it was. I rushed my process as an artist. You know, I out of high school I created so much here. I still got the influence here, but like, I was creating other artists, helping other artists on, like, it was like me, 615 Exclusive, Lil Trip, Sweet Poison was even in that mix, but I was creating a movement called New Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
and I just had pressure on me out of high school. Lotus, Crimson,
Mm-hmm.
the list, Spiffy Boy, Danny, DJ Malik's, all of them DJ Official, DJ Kane,
Yeah, you don't want to forget nobody,
Cali
right?
Campaign, PK, RIP to you. I just want to say all them artists'
Yeah,
name.
for sure.
There's many more. Pretty Shy. There's so many more, and I love y'all, and y'all know that. But sometimes I can't sleep at night because I feel like I was trying to make it for all of us to get us through the door. I signed a production deal, and it was honestly it was a lot of learning experiences, though. You know what I mean? But that time I was getting shows, I was getting booked, I was curating events, I was selling out the mall, like literally the mall.
That's crazy.
You know, and I feel like it wasn't our time to break that door down. But I think it paid out. But sometimes I think about like how it could have changed if I just kept it independent, like how I've been doing now. Then and it would have, because it was so much education I was passing down to everyone,
Right.
telling everybody what's going on, connecting everybody with people.
Mm-hmm.
But I was getting scared because it was older people that was from here separating us and making us beef with each other and making it competition. So, as soon as I got that deal, I'm like, oh, this gonna level up. I was moving in an ego mindset, like this gonna level up. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be big, But that
Gave me
really,
goosebumps.
that I'm gonna just tell the
That's
truth.
so real.
I gotta tell
That's
the
so
truth,
real.
And I just hope whoever's out there in that young, that's why I do stuff in the juvenile for the kids and stuff, because I hope they find the right people to say, hey, I believe in you and trust in you.
Yeah.
But I want to give flowers to that situation that I signed, because I never really got to talk about it. Because sometimes when you move on from something, you try to make it a bad thing and create that. But it really was a learning lesson. And me and that person was in different seasons of our life. This is a grown man,
Right.
married, trying to figure out his life, and a young guy trying to make something happen. And he gave me the mindset to work harder, take some critiques, made my music to another level, and learn how to write real songs and make hits, really, because I done wrote some for a lot of different people other than myself too that people don't know. And I learned all that from this situation, opening my mindset, being a team player, building other people. That guy, he really taught me that, and I definitely want to give him his flowers for that. And I think I put too much pressure on him of creating me to be something bigger.
Yeah.
When it was always me making the trends and making the vibe. So then I got out of that situation, and I got into another. It wasn't a written deal, but it was a verbal deal, and that was just a situation where money was longer than anything. And I don't think my intention was to go after the money, but it gave me that security because it was a good-hearted person, and then they had money, but they didn't have the information of the game. So we got to a point where we creating so much stuff at TSU. I'm literally pulling up to TSU in red Bentleys, like for real, and doing stuff with all your favorite artists, and we just got to a point where the fake it till you make it wasn't enough anymore. And then I started realizing my purpose, going on tour with Struggle Jennings, and I was going through a hard time on tour with Struggle, like, because I was at that place of I'm finna graduate. Every time I was finna graduate, I was like, I got to figure out what's next in my life. High school, I did the same thing. Now college, I'm finna graduate college. This is before COVID, and I'm on tour with Struggle, and I'm like, man, I gotta figure this out. Like, I can't be living like this, like, and I'm finna have a son too. I gotta really make some money financially. I can't just be looking good,
Right.
And Struggle, like, his team really taught me, and I really haven't got to tell Struggle this. They taught me, like, he got people he grew up with on tour with him. He got people, family, his wife, his kids with him.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I want that. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I'm seen in the right spot, not fake love.
Right.
In that situation, when I got out of that situation with partner, it was hard for me, and I know we didn't understand at the time, but like, I just need time to go to therapy. I need time to really figure myself as an artist. It wasn't nothing against you as a person, as a manager.
Right.
It was just really like, this not the drawing table no more.
Yeah.
And I'm done outgrown it. And I know I outgrown it. Yeah, the money is looking good, but I need to work with people that's going to help me evolve. And if you can't let people be in that situation too, like, sometimes us managers, us artists, we get to a point where we don't want to let people in because we don't want to trust nobody with the pie. But it takes a village to raise an artist.
Right. Literally.
Just like a child.
Yeah.
It takes a group of people say, I believe in you. And I'm still trying to find them people. I got people, but I'm still trying to find more people that's gonna raise this village.
Yeah.
And that's the process. That's why I went through this whole spiel of that story, because, you know, we end up having beef and killing each other, mad at each other, you know, artist, manager, artist, DJ, artist, producer, artist stuff going on, or, you know, the journey is so tough, y'all, you know, and I really want to tell you that, you know, I done lost 7 friends, like deadly to this in this game, fighting after their dreams, trying to make it happen.
Wow.
So I owe it to the game to tell my truth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, none of the deals was bad for me. I don't regret none of them. And even the deals that I'm having meetings with right now, you know, I'm being open book to it. You know, I want something that's gonna change not my life for money, change my life for the future of what I'm trying to build here.
Right.
And if you don't buy into my vision, not my music, I want you to buy into my vision before the music. You know, that's where I'm at with these deals right now that I'm negotiating. And that was a little pitch on the law. So that, because I feel like it's a confusing thing when I walk into meetings, because it's like, man, and I got a real brand board written out for like 20 years.
Wow.
For real talk. So it's not a thing of me just saying, oh, this is what I want to do. No, I know how I'm going to do it. I know what I'm going to do, and I know why I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And I've been staying on brand the whole way. So.
And do you feel like with your knowledge of the industry that certain deals, like whether it be distribution, pub, or whatever, that they'll give you that freedom to do it your way? Man,
I've been in a distribution deal for 4 years now, since Reese was born.
Okay.
And it's been great. It's been with RMG, Reflection Music Group, Derek Minor, somebody that needs more flowers here in Nashville, somebody that won Grammys, Doles, and all of that here. I love you, brother, because he built the independent platform that's great here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to make people fly in his DMs. I know I do that a lot for a lot of people. But I'm just saying, like, they believed in me, and they gave me the freedom to do what I need to do. And the distribution, it's so many deals in this music game.
Yeah.
So don't think that deal's gonna, like, a lot of people come to Doc and they're like, oh, I'm gonna change your life.
Right.
Like, they're gonna change. I wasn't expecting that from them. I just want you guys to upload my music, you know, give it, you know, get it some more traction, but it came with more blessings. Like, they done put me in position so many times just because they know what type of businessman and artist, but also the love and reciprocation I'm gonna give back to it.
Right.
But I hope I answered your question. I'm spilling some real gems on here. I was not expecting this. But like
the vibe is real.
The vibe is real. But this is my brother. Like, we done went to each other kids' birthday parties and stuff. Man. So it's not no fakeness, but that's just another story. Like, just keeping everything authentic, bro. Like, I'm not no person that's gonna fake it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think, you know, sometimes it got disadvantages for me. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm in that deal space. I'm looking for something real as that in my distribution. So if you want a production deal me, if you want a record deal me, if you want a whatever type of deal, so many different deals going on in this music game. You know, just make sure you believe in my vision, not just the artist, not just making music, or you looking at, it's going to be hits on this journey, but I'm not looking for that. I'm
like somebody, because a lot of record labels just look at what they can generate off of you. Yeah. So you're saying, like, more so, like, also looking deeper than that. Like,
and they definitely would generate a lot from me, but like, look deeper than that. I want you to understand, like, you're going to be somebody that's going to change the world too. Right. We already done made change. Right. Like, really, it's facts. We got data to prove it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want to be a part of something that's changing lives, man, come with that mentality. Yeah. I don't want nobody out here that's trying to change their pockets. We can go work somewhere else to do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, if you in the wrong spot, if you approaching music because if you approaching music to be a millionaire, you may be lost in the mind already. I'm just gonna be honest,
you
because
might be spending more money.
You got to understand that's the process. Right. Like, you're gonna be spending more money than making it. You know, and you got to be okay with it. That's the thing about being an artist. You gotta understand, like, you doing it because you love it, but you believe in something, and you are going to argumentatively be creative to show it, you know, to the world, no matter what they think about it. And that's how I feel about my art. And, you know, I think all artists do. They just, you know, got pulled deeper.
Yeah. No, that's hard. And I do want to say, you did mention, like pulling up to each other's events and shit, and it killed me, right? Because I couldn't come to your birthday party. Like, you can ask my bro. I was in there like, yo, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna call off of work. I got to. Like, Bree always pulling up. Like, I'm a fake ass motherfucker.
No.
If I don't pull up, and it was bothering me for a while. I wanted to text you, but I'm like, maybe I'm just overthinking. And it'll be weird if I text him. But yeah, no, it's because you always pull up. Like, you pull up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you show that love. And like Swayze said, like when you say you're gonna pull up to something, you pull up. Like,
yeah, nah, that's
you know
a fact. If I say it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But like, like them things, we gonna have millions of them. You know what I'm saying? I try to. The thing is, like them type of things, I really don't like celebrations like that in that style. I'm learning that the last 2 years for my birthday has been challenging because it's like, well, I got autism too. Let's go put that out there. I'm gonna put it out there. Okay. So like, I don't really do good in groups like that. On stage, you be like, dang, he doing good. But it's like, outside of that, like I'm thinking too much about how everyone is feeling. I'm feeling too many emotions. And that's an anointing thing too. Yeah. And I can read everything because I'm absorbing, so I'm a watcher. So it's like, I'm learning not to do them type of celebrations no more. But I love them one-on-one conversations. I love them intentionalities. And, you know, it's different ways to celebrate. I love nature. You feel me? We can go talking up there, but like a club vibe for me, when you see me in that VIP, it's for a reason. Yeah. It's not because I'm trying to look flashy. It's literally like, oh, this is his safe people. These are his people. He's cool, you know. And a lot of, I respect Willie B's. Before a lot of venues got hip to that, you know, for me, they was the first person that reached out to me and really took care of me like that. Shout out to Chris Jones. He was like, bro, yeah, like, hey, Bree, we gonna have you a booth back here because they understood. Like, a lot of people think, oh, you trying to get a booth because you trying to be da-da-da.
So I just want my own space.
Bro, I'm talking about Willie B's take care of me all the time.
That's
like
fine.
Every time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they get taken care of too by the people. You know, they be running up a tab. They tab is not on me.
Yeah. Make sure y'all know that shit.
Yeah. So, man. Yeah, you didn't miss out nothing, bro. I just wanted to see your face. So, we got life. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, because that's a lot of things. Like, because my schedule is, like, crazy. Like, with, because I also work a 9 to 5. I work 12 hours a day during the week. And it's like, God's going to put me in a position that I need to be in when I'm ready. Yes. Because, you know, I learned, and I'm just being vulnerable now, because it's like we just talking type shit.
Real,
like, so it's like I have a bad relationship with money on some shit where it's like, this is something I'm learning, and I got through it. This is why I'm able to speak on it.
That's real.
So I was having this issue with, like, I don't feel like I'm going to be here long, so I'm going to, whenever I get money, I'm getting what I need to get.
I feel you.
And it's like, when I got past that mindset, my lady put me down, like, bro, like, why are you thinking you're not going to be here that long?
Sheesh. Man, I got something to say to that if you ain't
Please.
I got to give you credit, man. You got a great wife behind you. You got a good family. That. Like, because we going through the similar thing. I feel like humans, men, we go through the same thing. But like you said, your woman sat you down. Yeah. Said, I got you. Let me talk to you about yourself. Right. Your actions. You know what I mean? You got to find that person, though, in this space, like, that's going to be able to really, in this space is hard. And I'm not even going to say, wife, that person. It's who I don't know who that person is for anybody. A relationship that's going to be like, hey, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Let me get you back because, like, I got spending half. Hey, I got this. Like, I got this. I'm an overthinker. Like, it's everybody got that thing, that problem. We need somebody to really reel us back. But you got a wonderful one, dog. Like, I done seen the support. I value it. I watch y'all podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real fan of that.
I appreciate
I'm subscribed.
That's like,
when something happens, I'll go watch it. So, like,
he was one of our first subscribers, one of our first followers. Like, that's love for real.
Like, I mean it though. But I appreciate the vulnerability and you putting your life out there in the public for people to attack it. Oh God.
Yeah.
but
that's the thing. I'm so connected with God that it's like, how anyone wants to project on my life. Like, we got those, like, you know, and she's like, she can pray a motherfucker. Like, she can pray a demon away. I promise
That's
you.
Great. That's great. Like, I believe it.
So it's like when we're on camera talking about these things, we know how vulnerable we're being, but we understand that what anyone can say or what anyone can judge is like, it won't affect me personally.
Yeah.
You can say something that may tarnish a brand, but me personally, it's like, you have nothing. I know who I am.
That's discipline.
Type shit.
That's discipline.
Yeah.
But that comes from the house, bro. If without house, you ain't got nothing as a creative, as an entrepreneur, as anything. If your house ain't, Man, my grandma used to say that, make sure your house in order. She used to always say that.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But if your house ain't in order, you ain't gonna get the blessings that God got for you. And you literally walking in testimony of that. Like your house is in order and you're able to move the way you moving.
Yeah.
And the more that you embrace your house is gonna sow. You feel me? In your art and your creative. You just gotta trust in God and trust in your love, trust in your family.
Right.
And you doing it. And I done seen the flow. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that enough about me, but
hey, sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
We need that.
So we hold on. Are we good, Swayze? Okay.
Shout
I'm just making sure. I just gotta make sure.
Swayze.
Yeah, Swayze. Yo, and it's crazy. Swayze came on as an intern when we wasn't shit.
I seen.
He was like, "Yo, I wanna be a part of what y'all got going on." I said, "Shit, I need help." And me, I have a problem with like control when it's like something I'm investing in. Yeah. And like he's been helping me, and like with C, like been helping me be a better business person and even a better father.
You got a phenomenal team too. That's another thing. Oh my gosh. And I work with all of these guys too. Yeah. So it's like Virtue, you know, man. C. Come on, dog. Y'all got attacked. Y'all cold.
It's all intentional, but it's because we're genuine about what we do. Even if we don't see eye to eye, it's like, and there's a thing about a team, I'm sure you know, is like if something's not going the way that I expect it, like this has my name on it. Yeah. Like if it's not going how I expect it, I'm going to say something. But if you want to put an input and tell me like I'm doing something, I'm open to that. And they know that. Like, bro, check me because
it's a hard job.
Yeah. So with your team, do you run into issues where it's like you get them arguments and you got to sit them down and have a real conversation?
Being honest. Being honest. Because we need honesty to grow. Huh?
He said being honest.
Being honest. It's been a lot. Team is hard. Yeah. I kind of stay away from the word team right now. I know that sounds crazy because I got a great team. Yeah. But team is always going to change, evolve. People going to find new things. They're going to go through trials and tribulations. I'm always going to be there as a human for you. Yeah. But like these teammates sometimes feel like a lifetime contract. And we don't own nobody. Only God do. Right. And I continually get to see this happen by it'll be issues in the team that you don't know about. Right. You know, you walk in, everything be good. You go out the door, it's real problems. It's your anointing come in the room, you fix all the problems. Right. So like I continue to find myself like frustrated because I as a leader, my mistake that I always make, I want everybody that's on the team with me to love each other like I love them. Right. And that's impossible. Yeah. You cannot. It's like, bro, how I see them, only I see them. Yep. And when you try to bring all them people in there at one time, they like, dang, why you doing this? Why you let them? And or they try to befriend each other because they're like, oh, if they rock with him, I gotta rock with them. Yep. That's not necessarily true. So now where I'm at in my level, I got like so many people I rock with, and it's like I cannot make y'all like. I always say, as y'all's job is not to like one another, right? You know, because it's something that
and it's not your job to fix that,
and it's not my job to fix it, right? You know, and don't make me say I don't love you, right? Like I love them. It's no comparison. Yep. So it's like I feel like even friendships and relationships and teams operate in survival mode mindset.
That's a fact.
When you on the come up, so this is something that you're gonna go through while you on the come up, and that's something I've been feeling this last year or so. Like I'm like, man, I'm trying to be a good friend or a good leader or community leader. I get on the phone with somebody like blah blah blah, don't rock with blah blah blah. I'm like blah blah blah, just fix my car. Right, like, and they're like, oh,
that's your problem.
But nah, that blah blah blah, da, da, da. You know, it's or you know, it's just you always gonna have that, but you got to block it out and have trust that your character is enough. Yep. And who don't really value that character, they're gonna run away. So I always have team problems. I'm not gonna lie to you and say my team is the best, which they are the best. But I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's all picture clean. But you gotta have some type of come down to earth and really able to see yourself, look in the mirror and be like, okay, we all human. Yeah. It is what it is. Let me go talk to this person, you know, real quick and see what's going on. If you really value them. Yep. And y'all can get over anything if you really value them and they value you back.
And I learned that the disappointment comes from expectation.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Like you expecting somebody to do something that you know you want and you know how it want to be done, but when they don't do it how you want it to be done, it's the expectation causes friction.
Ooh, you talking.
That was God. I don't know where that came from.
I ain't gonna lie. That right there is something I am taking on in this next week. Because I told myself over the weekend, yeah, I was with Reese, and then something crazy happened that just blew up the spot for like the business a little bit, you know. And I'm like, next week I'm gonna just take the wheel. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
That's because I had to be like, I'm expecting too much from the team.
Yeah.
And sometimes, sometimes it's cool to let the team operate in team and be like, I got you on this and that. But the magic comes from me. Sometimes I got to put on that boot. Of, I'm gonna wear every position in this thing, get this wheel back. So like, I'm literally having to do that. It's already handled. I emailed some people on Saturday. They got back to me right on Saturday, and then but on Monday I'm a facilitated. No, that's a holiday tomorrow. On Tuesday I'm going to get it all organized. But it was like a mindset I had to make, and I was like, man, I don't want to be mad at them. I just need to go fix it.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, they are not me. No disrespect.
No,
and I'm not
100%.
them. I'm not them. So they got other projects outside of me I cannot help you with.
Yep.
That's great. But like when it's about 2'Live Breed, a brand and the music, like at the end of the day, I'm the head of it. I have to go clean that mess up. And I have to do it no matter if you're a manager, you're an investor, whatever the case might be, your superpowers, you have different superpowers than me. And luckily I got the experience enough to know like I have to get out there and get my hands dirty sometime, and it's gonna be uncomfortable, and that's okay. Don't mean I need to cut off everybody and say you're suck at your job and like and no, there's still I still got value in you.
I know that, and what I noticed with having a team is that's the best thing is the uncomfortable conversation. Like, so, I don't know, can I talk about this, Swayze? Like, we've had plenty uncomfortable conversations because we still getting to know each other. So and there's points where it's like it almost got there. Yeah, and it's like when it don't, and it's
happens.
Like it's like you don't have to make that break your relationship though. It's like, okay, man, we understand each other's energy, and that we started having more respect from each other.
Yeah. I done had a lot of falling outs on accident. You'll be like, Bree having a falling out? Yeah. Done had it, and most time it's because of other people. It's never us as the problem.
Right. It's other people getting involved.
And it's unfortunate, but it's always in this space. I feel like that's why sometimes I don't like the artist space. I got a mean boundary on friendships and the creative space just because of that, because it's like it bleeds over to your work, and it makes it ugly. It makes it dark. It makes you not appreciate the art no more. Yeah. So like I keep a mean boundary to this day. Unfortunately, but I still show love, of course. But like I got a mean boundary on myself. I gotta know your full character to be able to be super both world with you, artist space and Breon space. Right. Because you got to protect that. And you got to protect that, whoever's watching, because like they'll take advantage. The creative space is the most vulnerable space you're going to be in, because that's your therapy space. That's your ideas, that's your vision, that's your everything. So once you let the wrong people in that space, you lose them dreams, and you lose that vision, you lose all that. So, don't let everybody get in your ear. I still let people get in my ear. It's an ongoing work I'm doing on myself. But yeah, it mess up the spot.
And honestly, like me, I'm the type of person, like, if somebody feels some type of way about me, I don't never, like, take that on as they personally don't, because I know who I am. So it's like, it's not about me. It's something that, like, you have to fix in yourself, because I don't do nothing. I don't do anything wrong to people. Like, if I do something wrong, I don't do bad business. I will put my heart in front of business every single time. And that fucks me up. People tell me, like,
I'm gonna be 100 with you, Cruz. It's times that you're gonna do great, and your great will not be enough to somebody.
Right.
I had beef with a artist here from Nashville before, and it didn't make no sense to me. It still don't to this day. And I did a song with him, gave him notoriety, and I remember, like, it was just weird, the energy, and I felt like he was just expecting so much. How I handled it was wrong. We were supposed to do a video, fly him out of town. Didn't happen. It was, and he missed the date. But he was like, I'm like, all the equipment is already out there. Everything is already out there. I'd be wasting money. You can't pay me back, and I'm not gonna ask you to pay me for my flight reimbursement and all that. I can't do that, because I know you ain't got that type. I'm not dissing your work, but it's not worth. I'm gonna just go ahead. It's a feature. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and film it. You just on the hook. I'm gonna just film it. Maybe we can film your other stuff when we get back home. But that he was going after my character, going after everything, and I never spoke on it. Yeah, and I never speak on anything bad. We good now. But it was just like, I never speak on anything, because I realized that most of the time people's perspective haven't grown enough to see what's really going on.
That's crazy.
In this space right here, a lot of people ain't got the perspective enough to see what's going on yet.
Right.
And it's like I got to be able to sometimes let people go attack me. And I got to be okay with it. It's so many times, even this year, because I haven't been accessible as what I want to be this year because I'm on the road. Yeah. And the weight is heavy to do what I'm doing here in other cities. And I'm filming movies. I'm doing all that. So I can't be as much as I want to be in everybody's space. And then I'm honestly touched a lot of people, and I can't make time for everyone.
Yeah.
And I've been attacked for that. I've been hurt by that because I'm trying to do me time. And my me time is very slim nowadays. Yeah. And it's like, so, you know, people don't have the perspective of what is really on your plate or what you're doing and what you're putting in. And you can't be mad at them about it. You know, you going to get your feelings hurt. Yeah, I got my feelings hurt, but I wake up the next day and be like, hey, at the end of the day, if it's meant to be, it'll stay.
Yeah.
And I have to give people the opportunity to come back in my life and show me that they were chosen for me. I don't ever cut anything off unless you really have done something to my family or my livelihood. The rest of it is always open gates. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a rock with you how you rock with me.
Yeah, no, and that's how it is. Like, bro, I don't speak on anything. Like, things get back to me, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. But if you ask anyone around me, anyone that spoke to me, you won't hear that same energy that they saying about me coming from me.
You got to keep it like that.
that's not my vibe. Like,
and speak great things onto that person that's talking crazy about you. That's it. And watch how you end up back in the room with them and like, wow. Because there's so many people got me misunderstood. That's my next tattoo probably. But so many people got me misunderstood.
That's my life right now. That's it. Like, it's like I'm really a person for the people. I'm trying to, like, you know, I'm just being me, bro. And it's like, if people don't like that, then it's still gonna happen.
It's gonna happen regardless. When you're in that space, you getting pulled down. You're getting pulled down, and that's even on the top. You're getting pulled down. You're getting pulled down. It's just a journey, bro.
So when you spoke about the new Nashville, that sounded hard. That sounded hard.
That's crazy. Shout out to Wesley Crutcher too on that. He was a big role of that too. But New Nashville, that was a movement. We bringing it back. I just linked back up a little trip, and he just opened a studio up. And shout out to him. I'm proud of him. He's doing it. And he's doing everything that we knew he was going to do. We was the forefront of the Ville for a long time. Wasn't really getting the recognition that we deserved. We was the first people that performed at the Municipal Auditorium when Mindless Behavior was popping. But you know, they still popping too. But you know, like we got them opportunities, and we was doing shows here, and I'm proud of him. But he was somebody that, you know, I looked up to at the time. Him and Kid Crunk and Dranico, I'm always gonna give them they love no matter what. And there's so many other artists that helped me do what I'm doing here. Yeah. Before my time, even Sarah Jane and OG the 3, and it was so many people that inspired me. B Hoodie even inspired me at a point in time, and they helped me. Mike Track Burners, they helped me create the new Nashville movement, where I just wanted to be collaborative and create where I found new artists and be like, hey, we're going to rock out together. I got sold out shows. Why don't you come out and perform with me? I gave many artists, and I still do it to this day. I give them an opportunity to perform on my shows and do it. But it was way different then because, like, I was one of the only people doing that. So it was just like, bet, we going to do it. We going to rent out Kilimanjaros, you know, and create team parties. Like, I was the team party guru before D. Hero. I was 14, 15. I was going to team parties and all of that, like what? And I kind of feel like that side of my career has been forgotten in a way. I don't think to my fans, but like I feel like people don't understand how much groundwork I put on for so many artists here.
Oh yeah, when you were 14, having the mindset of curating something like that,
and it was hard because people didn't understand me. They didn't, like, the artists wise. Now, the fans, the people, our community, the people, they love me. But a lot of the artists, I feel like they didn't feel embraced by me, but they didn't understand at the time that it was so many young people that I was doing that for.
Right. Everybody wanted to have that expectation.
And wanted to be that person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be Lil Bree, you know, and it was just like, I was doing it, but it was draining. It kind of ruined a lot of my personal relationships now that I look at it right now, too. And I'm on this healing journey of that with the Human Butterfly movement, but like I see a lot of artists all the time around the world. I just talked to some people out in Cincy, and I'm like, bruh, like don't make the same mistakes I made because it's painful. Yeah, I look at it now. I'm like, man, I wasted so much time thinking and chasing the thing that don't even matter. Yeah, and that's where I'm like, I'm advocating for that. Like, hey, bruh, like I'm gonna walk and show you who I am here. Yeah. So New Nashville. We still here. We still popping. and there's so many artists still doing their thing from it, and we gonna push it. We gonna push the narrative forward. 61V. That was the other thing. It was New Nashville, then 61V.
Okay.
We rocked the V instead of the 5.
Oh, that's hard.
And that was just saying a new era, and that's something that Malik and me created up. And before he passed away, I kind of gave up it after Malik passed away. I can be honest about it because that was somebody that was really New Nashville for me.
Yeah.
That was my brother. That was my best friend, and he started DJing. And when he passed away, it was just like I try to get that same love I gave to him to DJ Kane and Dead Swag and Clumsy and Young Bands, but I kind of was creating them to be Malik, and that was not what I should have been doing. I know they appreciate me for that, but that's why I was having so much pressure on them to be great.
You feel like that was like a grieving process for you?
It was a grieving process for sure, but it felt like we all were together and we was winning and we was embracing like party at Waffle House. Like, me even turning up the girls and having the models in the videos, like Love Atlanta and even J Love and all the models y'all seeing doing their thing still to this day, like I was doing that on the strength of Malik, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, man, I'm finna keep this thing lit.
Yeah.
And I came through a roadblock, like literally on rhythm and flow, where I like, that ain't really me. Like I can turn you up, but like I'm trying to live the lit God thing that Malik wanted because, we was always throwing parties.
Right.
Project X, we was throwing parties and helicopters was coming down. Like really in real life, at a mansion. We was the first people to do a mansion party here in Nashville.
That's hard.
People remember it. Y'all remember it. And like, all them things I was doing to continue his legacy. And I'm doing it now, I'm doing better. I had to look at it a different way. Like every Sunday I spend time with my goddaughter, which is his daughter, and you seen her at the birthday party, like she's always with me, and I had to refrain from doing his dream, but like just doing what's authentic to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was one of the main reasons I stepped back from the 61V thing because I realized like I was trying to do the same thing I was doing for Malik for other people, and it's only one Malik. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to him, and he's walking with me on this journey, so I love him.
Fine. Yeah, no, and when you saying that, it's like you in your head. And just pardon me for overstep, but in your head, like you wishing it was still there, and you just trying to recreate it because you love that so much.
And the crazy thing part about it is, I feel like I ruined a lot of relationships in that way, in that manner, because I'm expecting them to do what Malik was doing for me. He was the person helping me out in the car. I don't got no gas money. He ain't got no crib to stay at. And I pull up over there on Dickerson Road over there, and so he just like talking to me like, "Bree, you can do this. We got this. You the littest dude in the city. You lit guy, bro. Throw the party tomorrow. You got 24 hours to make a decision." And I did it. And everybody come out in the city. I never seen myself as great. Still to this day, I have a hard time. That's why I lean on like people like D-Row, and the people that's on my team. That's everybody. GQ, like Malik was that person behind all my creativity and all my moments. He seen me be magical so many times. He was the person that's telling me, "Hey, you need to do this."
Right.
And then I come up and it's popping. You know what I'm saying? And every time. And
like
that was before, Malik was 615 Malik. He was just a host for me. Like he wasn't a DJ. We just one day he told me to pull up to the crib and like, I want to DJ now. I said, do it. Official won't be mad. Official teach you. And official taught him.
Wow.
And then 2 weeks later, we look him up. He had Sosa Jose's party DJing. We supporting him every step of the way and giving him opportunity. He already got the relationship network from the parties, from hosting it. So he was full-fledged, bro. But it was just like, the biggest thing I miss about Malik was just that tag team, like, you can do it. We both were just, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, and literally, I remember the day we came in his house, and the first encounterment with me and Malik was the None of My Business party I threw. It was with the T, the Green Frog.
Okay.
And I was going against Young Buck at the time. Young Buck threw a party at Club X across the street. It wasn't him throwing the party. It was somebody else trying to take me out. And they booked Young Buck. And come on, I should have, and I put so much pressure on that thing, but I should have thought about it. Come on now, the data shows it's going to be mine over his. I'm young, I'm in the community. Why would they go to Young? Well, they made it a big deal. Like they were trying to take me out, and Malik on there on the ground, like, yo, y'all got me messed up, bro. We all going to the little Bree party, bro. He the king of the city, da da da. He going crazy.
Yeah.
I said, oh, you hosting the party now? I just gave him the opportunity just like that, and that's where our relationship started. And then he started being a part of the Big Three. Me and Wes went to his mama house and took him on the road with me. Because I was always sneaking into places too. Like everywhere. We opened up for Jacquees. We was doing so much, like as young as like he was the only one that went on tour with me. South by South was me. When I went on tour with JID, he went with me. Earth Gang, he went with me. Like he went everything of me being a guinea pig for what y'all see in Nashville. He was there, you know, and he didn't really want nothing from it. At the time, he didn't want to DJ, and at the time, he really didn't want to be a hype man. Dude was just funny, and he really cared about me. Right, like. It just God give, like he ended up being a DJ, and then I forced him to be a hype man and a host, you know, and like, but it was just like that was genuine to me, and didn't come up from like, oh, he came to me and said, listen to me spit, listen to me DJ, listen to me host. It was like, nah, that was a real friend. So, and I can't recreate that. You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. Yeah, that was my first time really talking that deep about it, but that's love. That's love.
Yeah, man, and that's like in the space where you at now is like. All the work you put in, like I was telling, I don't know if we were talking about it on camera, but like how, like I've been doing this for 10 years. Oh no, I was telling the last person, like I've been doing this for 2 years, this show, but this shit's been happening for like 10 plus years. I've been in this entertainment space. Yeah. So for you, it's like, bro, like you've been putting your 10,000 hours in, and it's getting to that point where God's like, it'd be things like, it'd be something little that God wants you to learn before he gives it to you.
Man, that's a fact. Oh, I feel that.
Thank you. It's like I'll be running in place, and it's like, why am I not getting this? It's because God's like, bro, you still ain't tying your shoe right.
I tell you, you know, it's always been that healing part of like trying to take everybody with you, and you cannot control who's gonna go with you. Yeah, because he only controls that. Right. And I can't. My resume cannot speak volumes for everybody's resume. Yeah. You only can take care of yourself so you can take care of others. And you got to have faith that the people that Derek Miner told me this, the people that is going to be there, the people that's going to be there, they're going to already be there without you. Like that, you shouldn't have to coach them up. You shouldn't have to like they was born to do this just like you. And that's been hard for me because I got a big heart. So I'm learning, you know, putting boundaries around, learning how to spend my time, spend my love, you know, to be able to finally walk in that. You know what I'm saying? Because I done missed a lot of opportunities just because I'm trying to force everybody in this small door.
And what I say about force, Swayze? What do I say about force? What do I say when he said force? Like,
we need another camera over there. This man, like, what I say?
So basically what I say is like when anything's forced, that's the devil. Like even in relationships, like you feel like you have to force it. Like if you don't want to go somewhere and you're just like, oh, I'm going to just go, I have to go. Yeah. That's not God.
That's real.
Because God is going to set that path for you. That's and it would feel like you wouldn't feel that pressure of having to do something. That's type shit.
This interview is powerful. I don't know how you gonna chop this up. This one
Swayze doing it. Swayze chopping it up back
this right here can last. There's so many gems in this.
This is my last question though for you.
This is crazy.
So Jelly Roll, I know you knew him before this, but for him to still, you know, be as big as he became within this past year, and he's put in his 10,000 hours. Things are happening for him. How is that relationship? Like he's still come back. Y'all doing things together for the juveniles and stuff. Like how is that relationship?
Yeah, hey man, Jelly Roll is my biggest inspiration. Period. He the only feature that I want, and it's not just because of feature. It's because like we walk the same roads. We both from Antioch, and we really family. Like I text him when he won the Grammy. He texted me right back.
That's fine.
I was not expecting him to do that.
That's fine.
But like he's somebody that. I heard what people were saying about him, knocking him off the journey, how many years he done put in. Everything about that inspires me because I am somebody just like Jelly Roll that walked the same streets he walked on, performed. People wasn't appreciate him the way they appreciate him now. Yeah. Not no disrespect to him because he always been dope. But if you really watched his journey, people were against him. People were doubting him. Yeah. And the music is so therapeutic now, you know, because it represents him. It's always been therapeutic too. And I feel like that's what you see that with me. Like I'm not really in a genre, I feel like sometimes. Right. And it's because like I'm really healing people. Like, and I want to do more with Jelly Roll. He see me in the juvenile working with the kids. He see me out in the community. You know, he's somebody that always showed love to me before and after. It's so many times he pulled me to the side like, Bree, you the one. I'm telling you, you the one. You the one. you 100K Tuck, y'all need to do something.
That's
You the
fine.
one, you know, and he knows I see him and I know how much he got on him.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Jelly, call me in the game when you need me. You got another superhero out here that's gonna change the world with you. So if y'all believe that, y'all just need to tag Jelly Roll and like Jelly Roll, you and Bree, Jelly Roll, tag him under this or whatever.
That's fine.
But let him know like, yo, he got somebody fighting this battle with him out here to change the world. You know, the government. We both got the same overall mission. I feel like, because one thing for certain, we just want to change lives, change the human. You know, and I'd rather work with somebody like that than anybody here in the city, period.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that's fine. It's fire that he's even from the city, too.
Yeah.
So it's
in
not
real
like,
life.
Yeah, it's not like you reaching out somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's still like home. Because for some reason, what I learned in Nashville, and I promise I'm going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
What I learned in Nashville is y'all real serious about y'all Nashville.
Yeah. Come on now. It's Cashville.
It's like, bro, like, yeah, like, it's like, bro, like, if you ain't from here, it's like, like,
yeah,
it's us. Like, the fuck is y'all talking about?
That's facts.
But the way y'all embrace me, though, is like, is love.
It was rare.
Yeah, and that's why when I'm starting to see the effects of it, though, like, because now I'm seeing, like, okay.
Now you're getting it back. You're getting back pay.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I get it. Let me, you know what I'm saying? But no, it's dope. Like I said, I appreciate y'all accepting me. I appreciate you, like, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for cruising us.
That sounds a little ditty. So
no, nothing like
for
that.
Cruising us.
Nothing like that. Thank you for cruising through the city and helping us.
Oh man, but nah, man. You always been genuine. You always been humble, man. I love everything you're doing. You know, we got you with whatever. You already know that, man. And
Same. Thank you for having me on here. Hopefully some gems happen and this thing go viral like all the other ones. Let's do it.
For sure. We out of here, man. Listen, 2'Live Bree came through home. He had a whole entourage out there that didn't come with him.
The Lord.
This man is famous, y'all. Make sure y'all get y'all time in with him now, man.
Hey, shout out to James. I'm finna go see him open up for Project Pack. He an artist out here going crazy. As soon as he seen me, he gave me some tickets to the show tonight, so I'm finna make it over there, support him. So, hey, shout out to James. If y'all don't know, get to his music. He Cashville, baby. Yes, sir.
Let's go. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Cruise Control Radio, 2'Live Bree. Let's go.
Let's go.